Good morning. My name is Courtney Young Law.
And I'm Chris Law.
And we are the parents of Calder and Karina. Yes, we all start with C. We're the Claws. And I grew up as a Methodist in Texas.
And I grew up in Canada going to Catholic schools where I quickly figured out that I was an atheist.
When we started dating almost 20 years ago, I didn't know that I was falling in love with an atheist. As my teenage brother said at the time, "Aren't those devil worshippers?"
But we did fall in love. And I thought it'd be fine. She could believe her thing, I could believe my thing. But when we started talking about our hypothetical children, what were we going to do? We were going to have to figure this out.
I was not trying to save Chris, but I did want my hypothetical children to understand religion and the invaluable experience of being in an intergenerational community. I wanted my kids to make an informed decision about religion. And as I told Chris in one of our heated debates, you wouldn't let your child buy a car without doing their research and due diligence about it. How can you not want them to have spiritual guidance?
Well, I wouldn't send them to a car salesman to learn about cars.
That's an actual quote. We were at a stalemate. And that's when I found Unitarian Universalism. I was working at Stanford and read about the new dean of religious life, who was a UU. It was the first time I had heard about the religion, and so I started reading books, and I came to service here to start to get acquainted.
And I started coming to church too. When we decided to marry, we knew that this would be the place. Today marks our triumphant return to the stage.
We were married right here by Allison in 2005. And every morning at church when I come here, the sanctuary is still filled with the presence of our friends and family from that day. And UU has created a space for us to be a family where we don't all have the same creed, but we have the same values. We found a religious home where my Christian-based spiritual needs are nourished.
And where my questions and skepticism are welcomed and encouraged. Our children know that mommy believes in God and that daddy doesn't, and that's okay. The religious education program helps our families spark conversations about our values and big ideas, where we think about love and community, kindness and connection, and where our 7-year-old knows that it's okay to ask, "Hey, what happens when you die?"
And our 10-year-old is in the Rites of Passage class right now, asking big questions as well. And you'll all see part of that during that service in a few weeks. So we give to support this community for all that it has given to us, for all that it has meant, and all that it will mean. This is where we were married. This is where our children are growing up, where our family looks forward to waffle breakfast each fall. This is where I have come to realize my memorial service will be held. And this is our community. We believe in it, and that's why we support it. And we ask that you please join us as you can so that we can all build our spiritual home, even as we follow different paths. Thank you.